You see, guys, a controllable way of being gifted every single way possible to really, really explain yourself in every single moment is going to help you to understand something about life. So if you're really, really understanding to really grow yourself in the moment while doing something that's really, really going to help other people, I promise you that way you're going to actually grow, and that way you're going to actually do something that's actually nice and beautiful for you. So you have to understand, if you want to grow and if you want to really, really help other people to understand much more about life, then you have to understand to read much more books, and you have to really, really capitulate yourself to understand that you have to be always doing your synonyms and antonyms, making sure that you're growing, making sure every single day you're doing something corresponding to your life that's actually helping you to understand something about having more about life. So you have to understand, if you really want to grow yourself in the moment, you have to understand to be in the moment right now, and you have to understand every single day to really, really correspond to something much greater for yourself every single day. So do you understand that life is happening right now? And you must understand, if you're living in the moment right now, you're always going to be able to really, really talk it out with yourself, and you're going to actually be able to understand much more about living in the moment. So if you're living in the moment, guys, you're looking for better ways of dealing with life. You're making sure every single day you're doing something that's corresponding to a greater way of life for yourself. So you can understand that you have to really, really be in control every single day, and you have to really, really do something today to succeed, because that's how you actually succeed, and that's how you actually do life much greater. So you must understand, if you really, really put in the effort required every single day to succeed every single day in something, then you're going to understand that life is happening right now, and you're going to understand that every single moment of your life has to be an important one. So you have to really, really do life in a different way every single day, and you have to really, really advance. I mean, you have to be able to advance yourself into fruition. So that's how you actually succeed. So make sure you understand that no matter what happens in their life, that you really, really come off across in a great way for yourself. So you make sure every single day you're always planning, you're always making sure you're doing something related to your life, you're making sure that you're doing something that's helping other people, so you can grow yourself, and so you can really, really help to never frustrate yourself in a negative way. So make sure every single day you're doing something that's good for your health, so that you understand much more about life, and so that you really, really help yourself to understand much more about living life in the moment. So you must understand, if you really live life in the moment, guys, I promise you that way you're going to succeed, and that way you're going to understand that there's always something to do, and there's always a behavior that you could do today that can help your health to really, really help other people with, in terms of help your health to really, really succumb to a greater way of life. And that way you understand much more about living in the moment. So you must understand, if you're really living in the moment, guys, you're looking to really overcome your challenges, you're looking to delay gratification, you're making sure every single day you're doing something that's really, really corresponding to helping other people in the process. And that way you're really, really going to grow, and that way you're really going to do a better life. I see. So let's get this straight, guys. You must understand some things. That if somebody's trying to control you, you have to learn how to deal with that. And you have to understand every single day that you have to be positive with what's coming to you in your life. So you must understand that every single day somebody may be trying to control you, somebody may be able to control you in life. So make sure you understand that in life, you must understand to never be controlled by other people. Make sure every single day that you're positive, every single day you're making sure that you're doing something related to personal development in your life. So you understand that you have to be reading all the time to actually broaden up your mind, and to be able to really live a great life for yourself. So if you really want to help yourself to succeed, you have to understand that some things cannot change, and you must understand that other people in terms of life cannot change, and you have to deal with that. So make sure you understand that you have to just let it go, and you must understand to just go in your own way, because some people just never get the picture. Because you have to understand, for example, my mum, I mean, she's always right about everything. I mean, she's always somebody who, if you say something to her, like if you try to teach her something, she doesn't get it. I mean, you say, I mean, she doesn't understand what you're trying to teach her. I mean, do you understand? But you must understand that she is just unaware, and you must understand that these people who never understand you are just unaware about life. So make sure you understand to just be nice and polite, and just move on with the situation. So if somebody is causing you trouble in life, just make sure you remove yourself from the picture, and just never talk to those people in the first place, because they cannot understand you, and they cannot get to your level. I mean, they're just below you. So just understand that those people who are talking shit about you and those people who say shit about you in terms of your face, or they shed something about you, then listen to it, but make sure you understand that if they're talking negative about you in front of your face, then you must understand that you just have to move on and be positive with the situation, and that way you can overcome it. And then you have to understand that you have to move on, and you have to let go, and you have to understand to forgive those people who have done you wrong in life. So make sure you understand that if you really understand that people are humans and everybody makes mistakes, but you just have to move on with life, and you have to learn to deal with life in a better way. So you're always learning and you're always dealing with situations in different ways, and you're making sure that you're understanding that you have to always vent out. And the way to vent out is you do it on the video camera, and you do it in an audio journal. You just make sure you're always appropriate in terms of what you're saying, and making sure that you're always better with your attitude, and making sure that you're always delivering content is the best way to go about it. So you must understand that if you're trying to teach people who cannot be taught something, then you have to understand that you just have to move on, and you have to really understand that if people are getting angry with what you're saying, then it's because they're lacking communicational skills and not you. I mean, in a conversation, guys, make sure you never get angry. I mean, make sure that you never ever get angry at all. I mean, make sure you understand to never raise your voice at people, and make sure that you understand that it's much more about dealing with life, and it's about how you say it and not what you say. I mean, make sure you understand that if people are confused about what you're saying, it's because of how you're saying it. So make sure you understand that no matter what in life, you must understand that it's much more how what you say is what goes, but what you have to realize is how you say is even more important than what you say. So you must understand that if people are confused with how you say things, it's because you got angry. I mean, and so make sure you understand that no matter what, that in life you never get angry in life, because schizophrenics get angry and people who are negative get angry. So make sure you understand to always deal with situations as they come. So make sure you're always positive about situations moving forward, so you can live a great life. But you have to understand some things, and you have to really go through life in a different way all the time. And you must understand that everything is a challenge and everything's always surrendering. So you must understand that if you want to overcome drugs, and if you want to overcome the present moment, and if you want to overcome everything in life, you have to surrender, and you have to surrender now, and you have to surrender in this moment, because that's the only way to overcome drugs, and it's the only way to really live life. So make sure you understand if you're feeling shit in the mind, or if you're feeling shit in the body, it's because of what you're putting inside of your body. So make sure you understand that every single day of your life, you have to put healthy things and healthy food and drink into your body every single day. And you must understand every single day to always understand that if people are not following you, who cares? I mean, make sure every single day that you're really, really trying to actually grow yourself and your potential every single day in every single way. But make sure you always be straight up and honest with people every single time, so that you can actually grow yourself, so you understand that it's much more about being a positive scenario in life. So make sure you understand that if you are really dealing with life in a negative situation, that you always do something about it, and make sure that you understand that it's about being positive in situations where you may be negative. So you understand that it's about accumulating better habits in life. So once you accumulate better habits in life, you're always going to do better, and you're always going to help yourself to feel your way through life. So make sure every single day that you're doing something appropriate for yourself, and that you're really doing your work in the planet. I mean, in a sense, so have a higher purpose and have something to do every single day where you're actually doing something where you're helping other people to grow, because that way you're going to help yourself to grow, and that way you're going to do something much more incredible in life, and that way you're really, really helping yourself to flourish. I mean, in a sense, so no matter what happens in life, make sure that every single day of your life is a positive note in life, so you understand that it's much more about being someone who actually grows, and making sure that you understand that every single day of your life you have to be always developing yourself, and you have to always learn how to develop yourself every single day, and just be reading every single day. I'm always reading something on Blinkist, for example. So you have a Blinkist application where you can get an application called Blinkist, and you can actually grow from that application, and there are nice and beautiful ways to grow through that application, where it's all great narration from narrators who are narrating all these books inside of the audiobooks of the Blinkist site. So make sure you get yourself the Blinkist app, because it's going to help you to read much more, and it's going to help you to read audiobooks, and it's going to blink stuff, and it's making sure they understand that when I say blink stuff, I mean it's just key ideas. I mean, it gives you key ideas of every single book, and that way you're really, really reading in the moment audiobooks, and you're making sure you're reading audio through reading books like that. and you're making sure that every single day of your life you're just reading much more, so that you actually be positive, and so that you have much more entertainment in your life, you have much more of an ability to sharpen your mind, because reading sharpens your mind every single day. So the more you actually read, the better you're going to become in terms of all scenarios, and the more you're going to help people to grow. So make sure you understand that you're just one person in the planet, and I understand that. But the thing is, you have to help to make an impact in the world, and you have to do something regardless of if people are following you or not. And you must understand that I'm doing everything I can to make people follow me, but people are just not following me, and they're not really honest with themselves about me. I mean, understand, because you must understand that the whole point of life is just make a positive impact and be a standing figure for life every single day, where you're actually growing in terms of life. And make sure you never care about what people think about you, and just go and do your life every single day, and just make sure that you're always understanding that you must really grow yourself regardless of the situation. And you must understand that you have to do better and better and better all the time, so you really grow yourself, because that's the only way you actually grow. So every single day of your life, make sure that you really never frustrating yourself in a negative way, and make sure that you're understanding that there is much more to life than meets the eye. So make sure you understand that every single day of your life that you're doing something that's positive for yourself, so you really grow, and so you understand much more about life. So every single day you must be always influencing yourself to grow, and you must understand that every single day that if you have an argument with someone, it's because of them and it's not because of you. But you must understand that maybe it may be because of you, but make sure you understand that you have to really self-reflect in every single conversation that you have with other people, and try to actually be nice and polite every single time. And make sure you understand that sometimes you have a straight attitude with people and they may get negative with you. So make sure you understand that those people who get negative with you are closed-minded, and they have also no ability to really write positive notes to you. So make sure you understand that, and just make sure they understand that those people who are unable to talk positive to you have no ability to do that. So make sure you understand that they think they are right about every situation. So people who think they are right in every single situation are negative people to some extent. So make sure you understand that I'm never wrong and I'm never right about anything. So making sure that I'm always growing myself, I'm always developing, I'm always growing myself regardless of the situation. I'm making sure that I'm learning communicational techniques. I'm making sure they understand that when I argue something or when I make a debate, that you never get angry at me for anything, because you must understand that if you get angry at me for making a debate with you, or if somebody's making a debate with you or an argument with you, then you make sure you never get angry at the situation, but try to talk it through and try to have a great positive scenario going every single time. So if you're really focusing on a greater attitude for yourself, and if you're really dwelling upon something that you can do for yourself, where you're actually growing yourself in the moment, and where you're actually developing yourself and developing an attitude of greatness every single day, you're always going to find yourself in better reflections of mind. You're always going to help yourself to understand much more about life, and you're going to really do better in the process of life. So make sure you're always really delivering content, and making sure that you're always doing your passions, and making sure that you're really positive about every single situation that comes through your life, because that way you're really going to be influencing people in a positive note, and that way you really have much more to do about life, and that way you're really growing. So make sure you understand that if you have to work a 9-to-5 job, make sure you do. I mean, make sure you understand that you have to sometimes save money to make sure that you can go on a trip sometimes, or you understand that you have to actually invest money into stuff where you're actually growing, and make sure every single day that you understand that you have to invest your money where your mouth is. So make sure you understand that your mouth has to be better, and you have to understand every single day that when I say mouth, I mean your attitude, and your attitude has to be better all the time. So make sure you understand that you are the sum up of all your thoughts. So you understand that if you really grow your thoughts, and if you really grow yourself with your thoughts, and you're never against, and you're never really resisting anything, then you're really going to grow in the moment. So make sure that you never resist this moment right now, and make sure that you understand that if you never resist this moment, you're really going to grow from it and you're going to learn something from it. So that's the whole point of life. So it's really making sure every single day that you're doing something that's actually helping you grow, and making sure that you're always scenarios in terms of helping yourself to have scenarios in life where you're always talking differently, and making sure that you're helping yourself to succumb to life in a better way. So you understand that you have to really talk it out with yourself on camera, and you have to really do something positive for yourself every single day. And you must understand to be kind and generous all the time. So you really always help yourself to grow. And you have to understand every single day of your life, you must be always strictly positive in the moment, and making sure that every single day of your life is healthy, and making sure that you're always keeping your health up, and making sure every single day you're delaying gratification as much as possible, so you can grow yourself, and so you can understand that you have to really benefit yourself in the long term every single day. So every single day you must understand that if you really grow every single day, you're going to be happier, and you're going to be much more straightforward in the moment. You're going to be learning new things every single day. So that's the whole point of life. So make sure every single day of life that you're always much more to life, where you're actually growing, and making sure that you're always delivering content in a nice way. So they understand that you have to really deliver everything that you can every single day that you live life. So that you understand that you live life like it's your last day every single day, because that way you're really growing, and that you really understand that no matter what happens in life, that you really be positive about every single situation moving forward. So no matter what happens, guys, just make sure every single day that you're really just doing something every single day to make sure that you're always delivering content, making sure that no matter what, they always living life to the fullest every single day, so they understand how to grow, and so they really benefit your reasons to live in life every single day. So make sure always that you're doing something that's really positive for yourself, so you actually grow. And so make sure every single day that you understand that no matter what happens in life, that sometimes people are going to get negative on you, but make sure you move on from the situation, and make sure you forgive, and make sure that you have a positive scenario going all the time. So that way you're really growing, and making sure that you're always developing yourself moving forward, because that's how leaders grow, and that's what leaders do. And making sure that you're always understanding how to really teach people, because when you're teaching people, for example, you're going to learn many things about life, and you're going to learn how to actually benefit other people in the process, and you're going to make sure that you're going to benefit yourself in the long term when you're teaching other people something about life. Because that's how I grow, and that's how I grow through my life. So when I grow, I look to grow through teaching. I make sure every single day I teach. I'm always teaching from my experience. I'm making sure that I always come back to the word I when I speak, because it's about I in the video, and I'm making sure that you understand that it's about I and you now. So make sure you understand that no matter what, that every single day I will always make sure I'm doing something to always be positive in a conversation with other people, because that way I'm actually positive, and that way I'm actually growing myself in the situation. But sometimes you cannot help it, because other people get angry at you regardless of what you say. So make sure you're understanding that no matter what, they're controlling people around you who are trying to always make you to do things that you are incapable of doing right now. But make sure you're understanding that no matter what, that you are always capable of doing whatever you want to do in life. So make sure you understand that you can always do it, and you can always overcome it. But make sure you understand that other people want to pressure you, and they want to make you better, and they're thinking good of you, but making sure they understand that sometimes it's too much pressure to handle, and it's too much pressure to handle to have better habits, for example. So make sure you understand that you have to take it one step at a time. But sometimes you must understand that if somebody's trying to pressure you too much to better yourself, it's because they're trying to actually think good of you, and they're trying to actually do good for you. So make sure you understand that when you're talking to other people, or when you're having a conversation with other people, that you're always talking from other people's perspectives in life, and you're always trying to actually look at other people and what they think about life, and then always succumbing to a better way of life by dealing with your emotions moving forward. Because that way you self-regulate, and that way you actually have emotional intelligence moving forward, and that way you're really going to be much more foundational in what you're saying and what you're doing, because that's how you grow, and that's how you actually develop yourself as a human. So make sure you understand that if you really want to help yourself to understand much more about how to live life, you have to understand that anything that you teach today can help somebody else to live a greater life. And you must understand to start with your story first. And when you actually start with your story first, you're actually doing life in the greater dimension, and you're making sure that you're always teaching people what to do in the moment and how to actually live life. So you must be understanding every single day much more about life, and you must understand that if you teach people how to live life, I promise you people are going to see by your basing on your principles of how you live life, they're going to question you. And that way you have to understand that they're a student of yours, and you must be always questioning people, because that way you actually grow, and that way you always have a greater conversation with people. Because no matter what, you must always have a conversation of positivity with other people, and regardless of somebody who may be actually negative with you, when you're actually positive with them, you have to understand to let it go and just move on, and just make sure you understand that you just move on from the situation, and just try to tell them what you think about them, really, so that they learn something from that, and so that you understand if they never learn, just move on. And just make sure you understand that no matter what happens, that other people may get negative on you, basing it on your positivity. So make sure you understand that no matter what, the other people may put you down, and they may say stuff about you, about how you have no followers, or how you have ugly face or ugly body or whatever it is. But make sure you understand that you always have to have a positive attitude, and just make sure you understand to move on from that situation, so that you actually understand how to grow yourself. So it's much more about dealing with the moment, in the present moment, making sure that you're understanding how to grow yourself in the present moment from other people's perspectives, and making sure that every single day of your life you're actually growing yourself in the moment, because that's the most important thing you can do right now, is growing yourself in the moment every single day. So you understand that when you're actually talking to other people, you're always trying to actually better yourself in the moment, and you're trying to actually do something in the moment right now to follow Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ shows you the ultimate road every single day. So if you're really, really positive about situations where you're moving forward, and when you're actually doing a great life for yourself, you're actually understanding much more about life, and you're actually dealing with life in a nice and beautiful manner. Because that's what you have to do about life, and you have to really, really help yourself to overcome situations in your life on your own. And you have to understand that you're never alone, but you are alone. I mean, in a sense, so there's always a yin and yang to life. I understand. So, for example, every single day you do life, for example, you must understand that you have to always have a basing of an opinion for yourself, where you're actually growing in your opinion of yourself. So you actually have a great self-worth for yourself every single day. So make sure you're always developing your confidence, and making sure you're doing public speaking, and making sure you're getting out with people, and making sure you're talking much more with other people every single day, and making sure that you're always approaching other people first, and making sure that you're understanding that communication is the way to life every single day, that you communicate with other people much more, the more you're going to boost your own social skills. So it's about always developing yourself every single moment of every single day, and making sure that every single day you're always getting smarter and smarter in life. So you actually develop yourself in freedom and courage every single day. So you understand that no matter what happens, you're always learning how to always differentiate every single opinion from every single question, and making sure that you understand that no matter what happens, that you're really, really learning from the situation every single day. So you must understanding that no matter what, make sure you learn from your mistakes, so you actually grow, and so you actually do a better life for yourself. And making sure that you're understanding that when you're actually basing it on other people's opinions of what's happening about life, you're going to understand that all your information came from other people. So make sure you're understanding that no matter what, the more you read, the smarter you're going to get, and making sure that you're always following what you're reading. So make sure you're understanding that you must be doing what you read, and you must understand that you must take action upon what you read, for example, so you actually better your life, and so you actually do a greater life for yourself, to be healthy and to be much more courageous in life, and to make sure that you're looking better in life every single day of your life. You must be always thriving, and you must understand to always have more money, and making sure that you always have a greater deal of life with you every single day, to make sure you live a long life for yourself every single day in longevity, and making sure that you're always passionate about what you're saying. But make sure you understand to never joke with other people. I mean, make sure you're always honest with other people, straight up, and making sure that you're always dealing with life in a better way for yourself. But make sure you understand that if you joke with other people, understand that other people can take it the wrong way, and make sure you understand that it's just miscommunication every single day. So make sure you understand that no matter what, you make sure that you never have miscommunication with other people, by being honest with people, and making sure that you're always serious with other people, and make sure they understand that you treat everybody equally, and make sure you understand that no matter what, that you must be sharing love equally, and make sure you never kick anybody out of your party, for example. So you understand that no matter what in life, that you always succumb to a better way of life and better way of attitude every single day for yourself to grow, and to make sure you're prospering, and making sure that you're abundant, and making sure every single day you're doing something positive on your side of the story. So make sure you're understanding that no matter what, that when you're talking to other people, you're thinking outside the box, and you're making sure every single day that you're doing something very positive about situations, about making sure every single day that you're doing something that's really, really helpful for yourself to grow every single day. So you're actually beneficial for yourself, and making sure every single day you're doing something that's much more worthy of you every single day. So you really understand how to grow yourself. So you understand every single day that really, really, when you actually grow yourself, you're going to find much more treasures in yourself every single day, and you're really going to go within to be in the present moment. Because when you're in the present moment, you're going to surrender, and you surrender in the present moment, and that way you really, really grow. And you make sure every single day that if you have a craving for cigarettes, or if you have a craving for drugs or something like that, make sure you surrender. And what you do is you just let go. Just let go of it. Just let go. and just hold on to God. I mean, in that sense, so make sure you understand every single day that if I crave drugs or if I crave cigarettes, for example, I let go. I let go of it, for example, and I just I just let go. I mean, I try to be in the present moment. I try to make sure every single day of my life, I try to overcome drugs for myself so I actually grow and so I actually deal with my life. But basing on my opinion and how I think about things, I think positively. I make sure every single day that the conversation is a positive one. I make sure every single day I always come up with scenarios to talk about. I make sure every single day I have ideas to talk about every single day. And I make sure I'm letting go all the time. I'm making sure I'm always in the present moment where I'm never resisting the moment. I'm making sure that I'm never resisting the present moment. So I really grow and so I really do a life much more greater. But you have to understand it's not about having sex with other people, and you must understand it's not about having a girlfriend, it's not about having a husband. I mean, it's not about that, and it's about making sure every single day that you realize that if somebody is worthy of your time, they're going to chase you, and you must understand that those people who chase you ultimately are worthy of you. So make sure you understand that, and make sure you understand that no matter what, that if people are not following you, make sure that you're following yourself, and make sure that you understand that if people are not giving you the nice and beautiful go in terms of life, make sure you give yourself the go, and make sure you understand that no matter what, that you're going to have people who are very negative in life, where they're going to come up to you and they're going to say hurtful things about you, and they're going to try to put you down. But make sure you understand to always lift yourself up and lift your head up, and make sure you understand that those people are just negative and just move on, and you cannot teach those people anything. So make sure you understand that no matter what you realize about life is moving on, about life and forgiving and making sure that you're moving on with the situation every single day is going to help you move forward. So make sure you understand to always look up, and making sure that you always never look down, for example, and make sure that you're never down on yourself every single day, and make sure that you understand that you always have to let go, and you have to really become a much more abundant every single day. And you must be really following Jesus Christ every single day of your life. You must be always doing something to be positive about yourself, and to really understand much more contentment, and really being in the moment every single day of your life. You really have to always develop yourself and your freedom and courage every single day to understand much more about life, so you understand leadership, and so you understand how to be worthy for yourself every single day. So you understand that no matter what happens in life, that you really just give it all. I mean, give it everything that you have every single day in a video or in a nice and beautiful journal, and every single day try to do something positive for yourself. I mean, try to be kind. I mean, try to really give some inspiration to people every single day. I mean, try to always develop yourself every single day so you actually grow. And so you understand that if people are not watching you, for example, make sure you watch yourself, and that's it. I mean, make sure you understand that you are enough every single day. You are enough, and you are more than enough for people. And make sure you understand that no matter what, that you have all the talents and abilities that other people want in you. So make sure you understand that no matter what, that every single day you're always going to be that positive role model moving forward for people, and so that you really live your talk. So make sure you're living your talk, and make sure that you understand that what you say goes. So make sure you live make sure you live your word every single day, and make sure that you're a person of your word, so that you actually be worthy for yourself, and so you have contentment for yourself every single day, and so you understand that it's much more about living life in the moment every single day. So you must understand that if you're really living life in the moment, you're really going to find different ideas, and you're going to find different ways of saying something and different ways of helping yourself to grow, and making sure that you understand that you have to let go, and you have to really forgive yourself for everything. I mean, do you understand? So make sure you let go of all your mistakes, and make sure you learn from it, and make sure you understand that no matter what of your life, and in terms of life, that your life is going to happen, and you're going to really benefit yourself in the long run, because you're going to help yourself to be thinking long term, and you're going to understand that no matter what, the life is not short and life is long, and that you're never getting older, you're getting younger throughout time, and you're making sure that every single day that you're going to have more energy, and you're going to go for a walk, and you're going to read an audiobook, and you're going to have all the fun in the world every single day, to make sure that no matter what, that your life is much more beneficial for yourself and other people, because you have to do something, and you have to have a meaning and purpose in your life, and you have to really understand that my purpose over here is to help other people grow with life, and that's it. I promise you, my purpose is also to help people to understand my music, and my music as well also inspires people, and making sure that no matter what, I'm always delivering either music or life coaching in my life, or writing in a journal. For example, I keep a journal. I make sure I'm always writing my journal. I'm always writing and life coaching in my journal about my life story, and I'm always giving my life story in a video camera. I'm giving it much more in quotes as well. I'm always developing myself. I'm always developing my nice and beautiful way of life. But make sure you understand that people say that you make no sense, it's because they make no sense. And make sure you understand that you always make sense about life. I mean, make sure you understand to make common sense about life all the time, so you really understand how to grow yourself in the moment, so that you're always delivering content, and so that you're really helping yourself to understand much more about life in the moment, because that's how you actually grow. And you grow through making sure that you're always living in the present moment, and making sure that you're always delivering that nice and beautiful way of life all the time. So if you want to actually grow yourself in the moment, you have to read books. You have to understand every single day to always read an audiobook, and make sure that you understand the tones of the voice of the narrator, and making sure that you understand how people talk. Every single day is how you actually have to always learn how to talk for yourself as well. And you have to understand that really how you actually talk is the influencing of life. And make sure you're understanding that no matter what happens, that you really understand that when you talk, for example, you actually influence people with how you talk, and how you talk is actually having a conversation with other people, and you're making sure you're having a conversational attitude with other people, where you're actually being conversationalist. You're being a conversationalist every single day of your life. You're making sure you're always having a conversation with other people, making sure that no matter what, that you're really delivering content, and making sure that you're doing something positive for yourself every single day is going to help you to move forward. So no matter what in life, make sure that you're always doing something that's nice and beautiful for yourself, and making sure that you're always lifting up other people so you can actually grow. And making sure every single day that no matter what, that every single day of your life you have to be doing something, and you have to actually always find it within yourself to actually give information. I mean, give more information to people, and making sure that no matter what, they're always going to create much more of a legacy for yourself. And that way you actually grow yourself, and that way you actually be much more in the moment with yourself and other people. And that way you really grow, guys. So make sure you understand that no matter what happens in your life, you're always helping other people to grow, because that's how you actually lead. I mean, you lead through other people. I mean, make sure you understand that. I mean, make sure you understand that no matter what, that when you really understand that every single day you lead yourself into greatness, you're making sure that no matter what, that you're really gonna help inspire yourself every single day, that you're always gonna help yourself to understand much more about delivering content, by making sure that you're always delivering content in a new way every single day, that you're always helping yourself to understanding. I mean, you're always helping yourself to be understanding that life happens in different ways, and making sure they understand that we all get dealt different cards in life, and everybody goes through different experiences, and everybody has something more than you in life, but somebody also has less than you in life. So make sure you understand to be grateful for your life, and be showing gratitude every single day of your life. You're always making sure that you're always having a great attitude in front of the camera and in front of people as well, and making sure that you're understanding that no matter what, that when you have gratitude in front of people, you're always helping yourself to understand much more about how to live life in the moment, because the moment is everything, and you must understand that this is all you ever have, and this moment is all you ever have. So make sure you understand that you have to really be grateful for what you have right now. So make sure you understand that if you really be grateful for what you have right now, I promise you have more every single day. So make sure you understand that no matter what, you must do something today to help your life, to better your life. And you must start with your habits, and you must better your habits every single day. So it's really what goes into your mouth. So make sure you understand to be really taking care of what goes into your mouth. So you must understand that every single day of your life, you must understand to take care of yourself, and to really understand to love yourself every single day, to brush your teeth every single day, to make sure that your teeth are clean. So do you understand that you have to really help yourself to understand that no matter what, to always make sure that you're never drinking too much coffee, make sure that you're always off the caffeine, make sure that you understand that no matter what, that you never drink soft drinks, make sure you never get on the white sugar. I mean, make sure you're never drinking white sugar. I mean, make sure you're never drinking alcohol. I mean, make sure you're always positive with yourself, and doing a great life for yourself every single day, so you actually grow, because that's the whole point of life. So make sure you're always preparing for what's to come. I mean, you understand, because that's what you need to do, and you need to prepare for what's to come, because something that's coming is going to be better for you as long as you're following Jesus Christ. And as long as you're delaying gratification, I promise you life is going to be better for you every single day. So make sure you're understanding that no matter what, that what's to happen in life is going to be happening in the now. It's going to happen in the moment right now. So make sure you're understanding that no matter what, everything that you're doing and everything that you're planning for the future. and you're doing it right now. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you're understanding that from your past, you're learning from the memories, you're learning from everything that you've experienced in life, and you're putting it into a video. You're making sure that you're coaching people, basing it on your experience. And that's what I do. I make sure every single day I learn something. I'm always learning different things every single day, and I'm making sure I'm teaching that on video camera, and I'm making sure I'm applying that information forward, and I'm making sure that every single day of my life, when I teach something, I'm getting happier in the moment, because when I teach, I'm always learning something new. I'm always making sure I'm always developing myself, because that's what I think. And when I talk with other people, I say anything that's positive. I understand when I talk with other people, I make sure I'm always on the better side of equations. I'm making sure I'm always helping myself to have a better attitude, because it's not what I say, it's about how I say it, and making sure you understand that no matter what happens, you have to understand that when you have a positive situation with people, you're always developing yourself, and you're making sure every single day that no matter what, that development is the center of your life. I mean, make sure you understand that. I mean, make sure you understand that no matter what in life, that you always have to really, really do a positive attitude in life, and you're making sure that you're always helping yourself to understand much more about life every single day. So you're always reading, you're making sure you're always fulfilling yourself with reading every single day. You're always making sure you're fulfilling yourself with games, for example, with reading games, for example, and making sure they're understanding that if you're playing games, for example, make sure that you're reading an audio book while you're doing it. I mean, make sure they're understanding that no matter what, that I don't play games, for example. I make sure I stay away from games. But I do play poker games, for example. I get myself to poker, but I'm reading the whole way through. I'm making sure I have audio programs playing while I'm playing poker. So I'm never wasting time. I'm always reading something. I'm making sure I'm always getting out of the house. I'm always going somewhere. I'm going to the cinema. I'm going to the nice and beautiful shopping center to get something to eat and drink, for example. I'm making sure I'm doing something to help myself to succeed, because that's the whole point of life, and I'm always developing myself.